Welcome to Zen and the Art of Movies, number 3. And we're going to talk about disaster movies. Tsunamis. Oh, we like tsunamis. Interesting thing about a tsunami is that it is a physical occurrence in nature, but is also a historical occurrence in our society. And are we witnessing a tsunami right now? What is a tsunami? Let's look at that. A tsunami is caused by an earthquake beneath in the depths of the ocean. It's invisible. You don't know what's happening until you have a tsunami. So the tsunami rises out of an earthquake below consciousness. Look at the ocean as consciousness. You got the consciousness, which is the waves above, the conscious waves. You see the waves going? And there is the deep, the unconscious. It's not conscious. So tsunamis caused by earthquakes in the unconscious. Now societies have individual consciousness, but when you put them all together, they make a collective unconscious. Now in America, our collective unconscious, which is what we see in the waves and what we identify with, has been in a civil war, or has been like the blue wave and the red wave, and these waves have been 50-50 since Nixon. There have been I think maybe with Reagan there was a landslide of red waves, but ever since Reagan it's been kind of 50-50, maybe a few points above and a few points below. But the conscious, collective unconscious has been pretty much divided between the right and the left viewpoint of reality. What's real? What's valuable? They're two viewpoints that are contradictory. And this has created a stalemate, a gridlock, which is what's been driving us mad, because we can see it right now. The government can't function. The government has become dysfunctional because of this gridlock between the left and the right viewpoint. It's reached a point of paralysis. It's reached the point of the deer in the headlight. It's reached the point of fibrillation, where the heart stops beating and goes blah, 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 and you need to shock it. You need to put the first responders come and put those shockers on and go pop, pop, So what is this pop, this shock, you see? My question is, looking at it from this viewpoint, is that was no King's Day and those demonstrations leading up to it a seismic earthquake in the collective unconscious? It looks like it's just, a bunch of it's just a parade. Just demonstrations, they'll pass, you see. Or was it a seismic earthquake? Did an earthquake happen in the collective unconscious of America? And now with this election yesterday, it rose as a blue tsunami. A blue tsunami that sweeps away the gridlock and gives the blue a commanding majority. When one color has a commanding majority, it has the ability to shape the viewpoint of the collective, you see. So was there a cosmic shift that happened beneath the surface and is now rising as a tsunami? And now on November 6th, will that tsunami keep rolling and sweep the Congress clear of red waves? This is an interesting point. And it appears to me that this tsunami that rose yesterday is not just a fluke, that it's a change in the consciousness of America, because the red wave, the catch-22, where nothing you do is any good, which is what the Republicans tried to create as a minority party. They tried to create a situation where government doesn't work, where you can't choose. So what's left then is a dictator. I can fix it. So by creating a gridlock, by creating a dysfunctional government, we created the opportunity for a dictator, an authoritarian, who will come in and fix it, who will come in and choose what to do. And that's what has happened. But has there been a shift? Has there been a shift in the deep ocean of American collective consciousness? A seismic shift, you see? We'll see. But it appears to me that this is what has happened, and it's right out of science fiction movies, where something happens in space or in the deeps of the earth, and there is a tsunami that rises up, or a monster, or Jaws, or The Thing. Science fiction movies have been full of this. There's a seismic shift, and a monster rises up, and now the heroes have to restore order. This is the motif of science fiction. It's on and on and on. The horror movies, I remember, it goes back to The Thing. It goes back to the 50s. And the horror movies. And we still love it. They just get more sophisticated. But the idea there is that when there is gridlock, when there is this dysfunction of consciousness, dysfunction of government, dysfunction of order, a monster will rise from the deep, you see. And this will call up the hero who will subdue the monster. This is all Hindu mythology. This is the theme of mythology in movies. The monster rises up, and the monster calls up the heroic people, the republic, the hero, who either kills the dragon, rides the dragon, slays the dragon, but restores order. He sorts it out. He restores order, you see. You know, Star Wars is about that. Avatar is about that. All the movies are about it. The same message over and over and over. But we don't get it because we think it's movies. It's time for popcorn and movies. It's not about us. It's not a map of us. It's not a psychological map of our reality. It's the movies, you see. So when I say Zen in the Art of Movies, I'm talking about waking up to the truth of movies, what the movies are telling us, like prophets. You know, in the Bible, the Israelis are always ignoring the prophets. We ignore the movies. Thanks for dropping in.